I want to like really celebrate this moment. I'll spill the tea. Hello, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anne, and if you're not new, welcome back, my friends. Today I have a fun day in the life planned. I have some exciting news to share with you, like several pieces of exciting news, so I will drop that in throughout the day. I'm not gonna info dump everything on you right now, though I very much want to because I'm so excited, but some of my errands that I'm running today will tie in with some of that stuff, so stay tuned. But basically what you can expect from me in this video is a fun, chaotic day in the life update, a little bit of self-care thrown in there. It's actually about 1 o'clock. I have already gone to the gym, had a Starbucks, gotten ready, I ate my lunch, and now we have to jump into the afternoon, and that means several errands that we have to run. So I will bring you with me on these errands, and it's gonna be a great day. Hello. We have come to Target, and I need to order Alex this thing for work, and if I don't order it now, I'm gonna forget. So I thought while I order it for him, I could talk you through my first life update and why we're at Target right now. And if you're wondering, this is what I'm ordering him. It's this like glasses mask thing. It's like a face shield thing, I don't know, for work. So he wants the light gray gold mirror. Is that the right one? Light gray gold mirror. Okay. Great. So basically, oh whoops, now I have 2 of them in the cart. I don't want to. They're $75 each, which that's like pretty expensive, but it's for work, so you know, my baby gets whatever he wants. So basically we're at Target right now because I need to go buy like a notebook and some other things like that. And why, you may be asking? Because your girl is enrolled in a master's degree program. So basically I signed up for my master's, like I signed up for a master's program. So I will be getting a master's in digital marketing from Full Sail University. I went there for my bachelor's. It was such a great experience. Oh my gosh, the mems, so sweet. And so anyways, I've been thinking about getting my master's, going back to school for my master's for a while. And I was actually contemplating it earlier in the spring, but then we ended up getting our little maxi poo, and your girl was just busy. So things have calmed down a little bit, and I'm trying to take the next step in my career, but also just like, I need to be mentally stimulated. This is my brain. I think this is like an ADHD brain thing. And so I'm looking for like the next step in that, and the logical, you know, next step is a master's degree. So I begin on July 1st. Like I have a couple of weeks and then it's starting. And the way that Full Sail works is that each month is a new class. Full Sail is also an accelerated program, so they follow this format so that they can offer an accelerated program. So it's only a year, and so this time next year I will like have like 1 or 2 more classes, and then your girl will graduate with a master's degree. And if you don't know, I have a graphic design degree actually, and I am in like digital marketing already. I do mostly social media, but I also do digital. I also just recently got brought onto like a broadcast marketing as well, which was really cool. It's like the first time that the company is doing it, and they picked me to like be on the team, so that was pretty cool. But anyway, so that aligns really closely with my career and where I want my career to go. And so I looked at the like curriculum, and oh my gosh, I'm literally so excited for some of these classes. I'm like, there's one of them about like consumer profiles, and for me, like personas are so interesting to me. So that one with like consumer behaviors, that class I am like stoked for. There's a crying kid. Okay, sorry, the person next to me has a screaming child, and so they had to roll the windows up because it was very loud. But basically, let me just finish off my thought saying that I'm really excited for the program, excited for the classes, and I'm starting that very soon. So I have come to Target because I need to pick up a couple of like supplies for my program and like notebooks and things like that because your girl is going back to school. So here we are, come with me and let's stock up for my master's degree. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the fact that I definitely already filled my cart with clothes. Okay, this salt candle in the Magnolia Homes smells so good. It smells like an expensive candle, but it's not that expensive. I like to get this size because I feel like the bigger size is just a little too much, like scent all at once. So I like to get the small one, but literally my favorite candle. I also like the bergamot smell as well. I am buying 2 sizes of the salt, and they have room spray. Ooh, they have a salt room spray. Oh my, that's leaking. Let me find one that's not leaking. Yes. Trying to find the school supplies. I came to a different Target and I don't know where anything is, and I have to leave in like 20 minutes for an appointment. Oh boy, we've got this. Wow, look at these. They have all the designs. Whoa, beautiful. I am really struggling. I really like the U brand. I really want this one, but it's pretty expensive. Oh, I don't know what to do. So many pens. Okay, next decision is notebooks. I really like the Sugar Paper brand. I like this one. This is the only one they have, and it's a little big. I don't know, I'm gonna look at that blue one. I also like the little tiny ones, but I think I need something bigger. I like the size of the blue one, but I don't like that like casing that the spiral is in. I absolutely hate that. So I think if the blue one didn't have that spiral casing, I would get it. The other one's a little big. I don't know. Okay, we've made a quick detour. I'm trying to catch this marsh tomb. Can you see him? Look how cute he is. I last left you in Target. I had to rush out of Target because I had an appointment. I made it to my appointment on time. It was really quick. And let me tell you, I'll spill the tea on what I was doing. So basically, oh no, dang it, I accidentally transferred it. I didn't mean to do that. Gosh, why am I the way that I am? I did not mean to transfer it. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. So the tea is, I got Botox in my forehead. Now, before you click away from this video and say, oh my gosh, can't you age gracefully, Anne? The answer to that, my friends, is no. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, so what I did was I got a few units of Botox in my forehead here. And she put a little bit in the brow as well, because she says, I really only wanted it here, but she says you have to put it in the brow or this muscle will like overcompensate and it'll like get buff basically. And so I was like, girl, you're the pro, you do you. Essentially, my face is very expressive. If you've been here for a while or if you know me in real life, I have a very expressive face and I don't have any problems with that. Like, this is my face, I'm happy with it. But my forehead here, when I would put my eyebrows up like this is, you can still see some wrinkles here, but it was intense, like several, probably 4 little wrinkle rolls. Not that that is something that is bad or wrong or anything, but I'm 29 and I just didn't really feel confident having that many wrinkles, and I'm not even 30 right here in my forehead. And I know that that is a lot to do with the expressiveness of my face. So I had been contemplating getting Botox for a while, probably for like, I want to say like 5 years, honestly. And I just kept deciding against it. I was like, it's a vain thing, like there's no reason that I would really need to do it, and I should age gracefully, etc. Which, before we even continue, women, people, humans can age how they feel comfortable, and it is not our job to place judgment, to share our opinions, anything like that, to make those people feel less than for the choices that they make. If you want to do Botox, get it, girl. If you don't want to do Botox, get it, girl. Like, it doesn't matter what you choose to do with your body, and it's not my responsibility to dictate that for you. And so the whole conversation around aging in general and you know, anti-aging procedures and stuff is a loaded one. Like, off the bat, it's always a loaded one. Because of that, I was like feeling guilt about this, wanting to do this thing for myself that was really cosmetic. In the past few months, I've lost a little bit of weight, and that has really impacted this, you know, the wrinkles that I had on my forehead. I felt like it was a lot more prominent than it had been previously. I'm out in the sun a lot because I do a lot of stuff outside, and so like all of those factors, genetics is another thing, kind of combined to be the past few months. I kind of felt like people were staring at my forehead when they looked at me, versus like staring at me, and it just made me uncomfortable. I was doing some research into what it actually looked like to get Botox and what that meant, and you know, because here my idea of getting Botox is like, you know, the episode of Bosch where their lips are so large that they can't even like speak, which is absolutely false. And I found out that oftentimes Botox in your forehead can help with tension headaches if you generally clench those muscles, and it leads to headaches. So again, if you've been here for a while or you know me in person, your girl gets a lot of headaches. In particular, I get a lot of tension headaches because I hold a lot of stress in my face, I hold a lot of stress in my jaw, and I hold a lot of stress, surprise, surprise, in my forehead. So I will be literally sitting here working like this, and I don't even realize that I'm doing that. It's just my muscles' natural response to stress. So that basically cinched it for me, and I decided to go ahead and do it. And I said, there's obviously an aesthetic piece here, but there might be a beneficial like medical piece as well. And I was like, whether or not that works, it would be cool if it did, but I'm like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I went in I found a med spa near me. I just typed in like Botox, and I looked at the reviews and I looked at the pictures, and you want to make sure that they're like vetted, like make sure that they look professional. It's not like, you know, somebody's basement. I did that about 2 weeks ago, and I'll put some pictures in of like before I went into the appointment, and then after I went into the appointment, and then a couple of days later, because it does take like 7 days for the full effects to like be seen. This is, again, a fraction. Like, I would say this is probably 10% of what it looked like before. Essentially, it was a really quick and easy process. I told her I'd never had Botox before, and I said I want like the minimal amount, whatever we can do, the smallest amount to get away with kind of working on these lines, that's what I want. And she said okay, and she actually toned down what she was originally gonna do because I had requested that we have the most minimal amount. And that for me is important because you can always add more later, but you can't take it away. One side effect is you can get like the droopy eyelid. The Botox can navigate to your eyelid and give you kind of a droopy eyelid, and I didn't want that. So obviously that's a side effect no matter what, but she was like, that obviously is an increased risk. It's only temporary, but it's an increased risk the more you get. So I said, let's get the minimal. And again, like, it was for me, I'm not looking to look like smooth as a baby's bottom. I am 29. I spend a lot of time in the sun. I have a very expressive face, and it's okay for me to look like I'm 29 and have a very expressive face. Like, that's fine. I just didn't want it to be so intense to the point that I felt self-conscious about it. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we are 2 weeks later. This is the full effect that you see. It gave me a little bit of like an eyebrow lift here. It kind of pulled these parts up. I just went into the appointment with her. It was like a 2-week consultation follow-up. She said do you want to add a couple more units to get rid of those additional lines up here? And then she said it would also bring your eyebrows down. And I said, honestly, I like the eyebrow lift effect. And I was like, I'm fine with having a couple of wrinkles there. I was like, I'm fine with it the way that it is. And she said, okay. She said, schedule your follow-up appointment. And that was like 14 weeks that she said, you know, we'll check in then. And so she didn't charge me for the consultation. The initial appointment, it's generally like $10 to $11 per unit per Botox. So I can't remember exactly how many I got in my forehead because she also had to do this area. She did like a couple here, a couple here, a couple here, and then some here. And the whole appointment I paid with tip. I think I paid like $250, something like that. Obviously that varies drastically based on where you are in the country. If you're doing like multiple things at once, they can do like a lot of other areas and stuff as well. But that was the only thing that I really cared about was the forehead. And so that's all that I got done. And the other thing that I want to touch here as I'm sharing this is that, you know, Botox is not permanent. It lasts for like, I think the maximum is like 6 months, something like that. And in order for it to like maintain this state, I do have to go back and get it refilled or like re-injected like several times a year. I don't know if I'm going to go to the appointment and get more filler. I'm just gonna see how I feel at that point. If the Botox wears off and I'm not struggling with my confidence in that area, then I'm not gonna go back. That's the benefit of it, is that it's only temporary, and so you can decide not to do it again if you don't want to. There is some discussion about how if you've done it for like, let's say 30 years for an extended period of time, when you get older, that it doesn't work as well. I've heard that. I don't know if that's true. Honestly, I read that on Reddit. This is what makes me feel happy right now, and it makes me feel a little bit more confident, and that's what I'm looking for. So I honestly want to share this story with you guys because my idea of what Botox meant was very different. If we're looking at people on social media, if they are like 25 and above and their forehead is smooth, they've gotten Botox. Like, it is what it is. There is nobody on the internet that you see that's over 25 that has genetics that are so good that they have no wrinkles in their forehead. Like, that's not real. And people don't talk about it. And I can see why. They get like, it's such a taboo topic, but it shouldn't be. And so that's why I wanted to share it, because here I am. I'm a regular gal. Just a regular old girl who goes to Disney all the time and has a bunch of dogs. And this is what I wanted to do for myself. So I went ahead and did it. And I mean, please tell me if you think I look plasticky and botched. I don't think I do. I think I look great. This is just to say, whatever you want to do for yourself, whatever that looks like, obviously do your research, but take care of yourself. Do your self-care, and don't worry about what other people might think or what other people's opinions might be, because like, they don't know until they've gone through it, and people can judge all they want. But when they're in the same situation and their self-confidence is affected and they go get Botox, I'm sure that they will be singing a different tune. So this is not to say go get Botox. This is simply to say, do what you want with your life, y'all. We only got one, and we gotta spend it wisely. But now I'm gonna actually finish going home because I'm kind of tired of all these cars passing me and the driver's just like staring at me like, WTF is that woman doing? I'm talking to my vlog, guys, okay? Come on, I'm talking to my vlog. Hello, I'm home now. I thought we could do a little haul of the Target stuff, and then I will tell you the other piece of news that I have. Settle in, we're gonna do our Target haul. I'm not gonna do the full haul because I bought some like, just like food bits, like some chips and like milk and stuff. So I'm just gonna do like the kind of like the school stuff that I got, and then a couple of other fun bits. Oh, also, guess what just came in? We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Just kidding. Dear Anne, congratulations. I'm pleased to notify you that you've been conditionally accepted to the Digital Marketing Masters online degree program at Full Sail University. Your expected start date is Monday, July 1st. So the condition, I was like, girl, what's the condition? It's just that like you submitted all your paperwork correctly and like you didn't lie, you know. Your final acceptance is contingent upon you providing all required documents and possessing a baccalaureate or higher level degree with a minimum GPA of 2.0. Sorry if you can hear the train. Your girl's GPA for her baccalaureate was 3.86. She was a freaking valedictorian, so those suckers want me to come back. They're like, yes, and welcome back into the fold. Anyways, so my thing came through. So I mean, I already knew everything was official because they called me and told me, but this is like in paper, like on paper now. So snaps for that. So let's start with the school stuff since, you know, I just got that. Listen, I don't think I'm the only one here, but when it comes to school supplies and stationery, there's a joy. There's just a pure joy. And it's like, I want to buy the whole aisle. And so limiting myself is hard. And I also don't want to do it. And I also, like, am the person who will just collect empty notebooks for no reason. I have to, like, fight my pack rat when it comes to, like, the school supplies aisle. Let me go check on Max really quick. He wanted to sit on the patio, and so I let him, but the AC is on, so I had to shut the door, so let me just go check on him. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had to check on the rat. Oh, Milo is getting up here. No, he's going to the other couch. I maybe overdid it in, like, the writing utensil department, but you just listen, we're not here to judge, okay? There'll be no judgment. So the first thing I picked up was just some pencils. You all right over there? These are just some wooden pencils. And listen, do I use wooden pencils? Not really, but I do love a good wooden pencil, and I think they're nice to have around. And the box literally says, can you see this? Sturdy and fragrant. Can you see that? This, it's like they know me. It's like they're like, yes, we shall make these pencils for Anne, who enjoys a good wood smell. That is not an inappropriate joke. That I like the actual wood. Books, notebooks, pencils, paper, like, you know, the wood. Listen, all right, listen, don't make it dirty. And who doesn't love a throwback to a good pencil? I'm just gonna do a little jotting. Oh, almost knocked over the candle. I'm just gonna do a little jotting. Oh, she's smooth. Let me try out the eraser. So good. You know, writing with a pencil, there's just something about it. So I picked up a package of those. Do I really need them? Probably not. But again, only got one life. Let's live it. Let's buy the pencils. Next, I picked up a package of highlighters in some aesthetic colors. This is, I hate these packages. How do you open them without ripping them? These are mini highlighters. So they're small. Look at that. Look at it. Can you see it? Are you looking? It's just a baby. It's a little baby. Oh my god, that was satisfying. Click. Let me try it again. Are you ready? Oh, that was great. So they're like little mini ones, which means you can just like take them with you wherever you go. I don't know when I would be needing a highlighter, like on the go, but if I need them, I've got them. Next up, I got these felt tip pens. These are the U brand. I've had many of these over my long academic career, but I have never seen the white one before, so I got the pack with the white. I am a neutral girly, and wow, she is beautiful. I also love the texture. They're like a soft matte texture, and when I say it's good, it's good. In that same note, I got some actual pens, and they are also the soft matte, but these ones are black. Nice. I really like these pens. They write so smoothly, but they're really heavy, and sometimes if you're writing with them for a long time, they can kind of fatigue your hand. So I decided just to get the 2-pack instead of the like 8-pack or whatever. I can always go back and buy that if I want it, so I limited myself. I want you to be proud of me. Next, I went with this notebook. It's a little bit larger than I think I would have preferred, but the paper inside is very thick. It's very thick and sturdy. Just imagine a sturdy piece of paper. And because I write with like felt tip pens and, you know, things like that, I need a thick paper or it will bleed, and I can't abide a bleed. I can't do it. So I went with the Sugar Paper brand notebook. I do love Sugar Paper. I've had many of their planners, notebooks, pens. Sugar Paper and U brands are my favorite stationery brands at Target. So those are the school supplies I picked up. So next, since I was ranting and raving about the candles, I will show you what candles I got. Oh my I got this little one. It's the Salt, of course. I also got the medium boy. Smell it. And then I got the room spray, y'all. The Salt room spray. I'm gonna spray this. Man, I want to spray it on me, but I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna spray it. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, here's what I think. This smells like Disney. Something in Disney. This Salt fragrance reminds me of Disney. Maybe it's like the resorts, because they use like a wax warmer in the resorts, and so all the resorts like smell. Maybe it's that. They smell like the resorts, maybe, or like maybe it's the pirate water. I know that maybe that sounds gross, like ride water. But there's some sort of, I think the reason why I like this scent so much is because I think it reminds me of Disney. But listen, I'm so picky when it comes to scents, and this is like, it smells like a high quality scent. It smells like a Jo Malone, I don't know, like fragrance that you would buy at like Macy's or something like that. Like Nordstrom fragrance, like that's what it smells like. I don't know how to describe this to you. Just go to Target and smell it, and then you will want to buy them all. So you're welcome. Sorry to your pocketbook. Okay, other fun things that I got. I got this little baby sunscreen because this is the Hero Force Shield sunscreen. I need a sunscreen that does not make my face look oily. I have sort of oily skin, sort of. And every time I put sunscreen on, like even now, I've had to pat my face several times. My face looks shiny because of the sunscreen, and I'm so frustrated. And so I'm trying all the sunscreens to try and find one that's matte. I think I'm gonna have to buy the Goop mattifying sunscreen. I think that's where we're at, but she's expensive. So I was like trying to find a drugstore version. So I got this in a mini to try it out, but at this point this is my 4th one that I've tried. If you don't count like regular sunscreens, because I've obviously tried those as well. I got some little hoops. I just wanted to freshen up my little earring collection. I also got, these were also on sale. So these are essential oil packs. Look at that. My favorite one is the Focus one, this one here. That's my favorite scent in this pack. So it's the Citrus Grove Focus. So good. That level on par with the Salt smell. I already have one of these, but I was like, yes, I will buy another one for that delicious price. And then I also got the Crisp Mountain Air pack. So this brand is actually by the same gal who does the Melissa and Doug toys. So if you have a child, or you know a child, or you've been around a child, you know those like really nice high quality wooden toys, they're Melissa and Doug. This is Melissa. She has started this essential oil brand, and that's her brand. I have to hurry because I have to go pick up Alex, and I've been blabbing for probably like 25 years. I also got a couple of clothings. I got this shirt. I like to buy the crop tops at Target because I have a smaller torso in terms of length, and I've got some big hips. And so when I wear like a regular t-shirt, it just doesn't look right because it kind of tents over me, because I have a very pronounced hourglass figure, and so it kind of just tents over me. So I like stuff that like is cut right at that hip or like belly level, because then it hits, I feel like, kind of right at that smallest part of my waist, and it doesn't look like a tent. So Target, in terms of their like summery crop tops, like they're like loose and flowing like cropped pieces, Target is my favorite place for those because they're inexpensive. Like this was I think $10. Some of them are $5. And then again, it's like for the summer, and so if you get sunscreen on it or whatever, like you have to throw it away. Like it was only $5. It's not like a big thing. I got another one with a scoop neck that's black. This is another V-neck, more of a looser fit. Like I said earlier, definitely am a neutral girly, and all of my wardrobe right now, like I would say 90% of it is, maybe like 85% of it is black. And that's not great in the summer. It's not great. So I like purposely made myself get some colors. I'm not happy about it, but what can you do? I got a tan one. Oh no, my battery's flashing. Hopefully I can get through this. I got a white one. My battery rudely died on me. So I think the last thing I showed you was this tank. I really like this color. I like the like pastels. If I'm gonna go with a color, I'd prefer a pastel. And then I got the same in tan. And these are pretty short, so they're more like bras really. And then I also got just like a coverall, like a nice linen, lightweight shirt for like layering. I could do this if I want, or whatever. So a couple of summer staples. I was struggling so hard to find something to wear this morning. Okay, so I promised you I would deliver the next exciting piece of news. So here she is. A few minutes before I have to go pick up Alex, I'm going to let you in on the hottest goss. Basically, we booked another Disney trip. Surprise, surprise. I know you're so surprised. Max! I can't tell if he's barking. I just hear this little burp. Are you barking, baby boy? We don't bark. That's not you, is it? That's that other rat dog. But you are a rat dog, but you're not a barking rat dog. Okay. Wow, he just came and friggin' did the nastiest drive-by. That was terrible, Max. We booked another Disney trip for February, and I shall tell you why. So this is in fact a Disney World trip, and I booked it because I'm going to do the Princess 10K. So I'm very excited. So if you don't know, Disney does like races. So they have like 2 race events. They have the princess races, and then they have the like regular run Disney races. So the princess races, it's like a weekend, and all the races are princess themed. So they do a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and a marathon. And then I think similar for the run Disney, but it's like Mickey, like the themes are like Mickey and Minnie and Pluto and like OG Disney stuff. And I want to run in the princess race. I have wanted to compete in the princess race for like years, and I kind of had these ideas about like me. I was like, I could never do that, like I'm not capable of that, and that is an outright lie. So I decided, you know what, I was like, I'm gonna do this. So I did the 5K. You will have seen that in the last vlog. I did a 5K, why can't I do a 10K? And I want to try and run it. I want to try and run the 10K, but you know, if I end up walking it, it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, I will have completed the race, and that for me is like what I want to do. So it's like it's a big bucket list thing for me, and I just decided, why don't I do it? I'm just gonna do it. I want to like really celebrate this moment, and so I'm gonna do it. So I want to do the whole hog. Like I want to have a nice resort. I booked our Disney trip. I put the deposit down on our trip the other day. I've got all of that settled and like figured out. And so now, yeah, all that's left is just to like run a 10K, y'all. So I have already begun sort of training. I'm taking it very slowly because I have a lot of time. So we're going to Disney, and I'm gonna run a 10K. I'm gonna run the Princess 10K. So, and also you do generally dress up, and I think I'm gonna dress up, but I'm not gonna tell you who I'm gonna dress up as. So let me know in the comments who you think I'm gonna dress up as. Right now, I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'm like 90% sure this is who I'm gonna go as. I will tell you that I am dressing up as a princess, but I shall not tell you which princess. So she is my favorite princess. 'Tis my favorite Disney movie. So if you know that, then you will guess it. But I do have a couple of like top tier Disney movies. So, so let me know if you think you know who I'm gonna dress up as. Yeah, so that's the exciting news. So follow along. Obviously I'm going to document, you know, I'm going to bring you along as I train for this and as we plan, and I'll probably vlog the trip. I won't be vlogging the race, obviously, but I probably will vlog the trip. So subscribe if you're interested in following along with me, and listen, you can do it. Our bodies are incredibly capable. And if there's anything that you are like, oh, I really wish I could do that, I want to be a person who does that, do it. You can. Listen, I'm gonna do it, and you can do it too. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I think that I have spent plenty of time on this vlog chatting to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing. Come along with me while I embark on these new journeys and things that I'm doing. I will, of course, keep you updated and document them and share them with you. So I think with that being said, see you in the next one. Bye.